What's up and welcome to Atlantic City. What's up? It's Kevin Gallagher. I'm here in Atlantic City. I had to come down for a trade show, a convention, an expo, whatever you want to call it. And this time when booking my room for the convention, I wanted to go somewhere new, or what I thought was new. So going online, I typed in the new Hard Rock Casino in Atlantic City and went to book a room. Let me start off by saying, if you've never explored the term of expectation versus reality, it's a real thing. If somebody is expecting this unbelievable experience, sometimes if it doesn't live up to that expectation, it crashes and burns. And here in New Jersey, everybody talks about the Hard Rock Casino. You gotta go to the Hard Rock Casino. So my dopey expectation, which by the way, I only live 40 minutes from here, I should know this, but my dopey expectation was that this was gonna be a brand new hotel, a brand new casino, a whole new experience. And so when I got to Atlantic City and realized that this is just the Trump Taj Mahal, I was already in a bad spot, assuming that this was an extremely big letdown. Some things about the Hard Rock Casino. One thing that's absolutely hilarious right off the bat is when they were installing the sign, when it was being installed, somebody was looking at it and realized that the person who made this sign put a letter E in the word rhythm. The general look of the place is exactly the same as the Taj Mahal, and all they did was basically go like, oh, let's put a picture here, let's put a guitar here. Now, as far as guitars and musical history and all that kind of stuff, that stuff is everywhere. Let me try to give you an example of where my head's at and why this was a tiny bit of a disappointment. I once had some friends come out and visit from England, and we took them to Six Flags Great Adventure. Their expectation was that this was gonna be an American theme park and it was gonna crush anything that they had ever been to in their lives. And while we were standing in Six Flags, which for me was always a place I would go for fun and excitement and everything else, they pointed out that these are a bunch of rides sitting on top of a completely flat parking lot. It ruined my whole reality of Six Flags. So then the next year I went to England and they took me to a place called Alton Towers. To everybody in England, Alton Towers is unreal. And you quickly realize that theme parks in other places of the world crush anything that we have here in the US. Except for like Disney World, you know, Disney World's fantastic. But Alton Towers was built, there was a castle, and then you had this level that was like space and future, and then you had this level that was, it was unreal, the theming they did of the theme park. So essentially, I had that exact feeling that they had coming into here. I said, this is the Taj Mahal with a Hard Rock sign and a bunch of t-shirts and guitars and stuff from famous musicians. So, expectation versus reality, it didn't hit for me. It just did not hit for me. There's tons of casino options, and all night long, they're obviously open 24 hours a day for casino, and it's limitless what you can do out here. If you like poker, you can play poker. If you like roulette, they have roulette. I mean, the whole nine, and you can get lost very quickly in this casino. Now let's say you're coming to Atlantic City. Is this place in the bottom tier of hotels? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I highly suggest you come and check out the Hard Rock, because in the grand scheme of things, the Hard Rock is extremely popular right now. They have a lot of great restaurants. They do have a nightclub if you want to go out and dance. There's a lot to do here at the Hard Rock Cafe. There's a lot of great food to eat here at the Hard Rock Cafe. And if you're a music person like I am, there's a lot of cool just music culture here. So for those who don't know, there's a lot of famous rock stars that have come out of the New Jersey area, and that's what this whole area that I just showed you is all about. So right here is Bon Jovi's guitar, and here's some information about the Stone Pony for Bruce Springsteen. But there's a lot that I didn't even realize as you look around in this vault right here of music that came out of New Jersey, and it's really a cool spot to just sit, relax, and have your coffee. Ooh, coffee. But I wanted to give you my top 5 places to stay here in Atlantic City so that, you know, if you ever come here for work, you can check some of them out. Number 1, if you're over on like the marina side, you have to stay at the Borgata. The Borgata is one of the most elegant casino resorts I've ever been in, let alone here in Atlantic City. The second one, I absolutely love, and you'll get a lot of different opinions of this, I absolutely love the Tropicana. The Tropicana has an amazing French Quarter that is so beautifully themed. They have a Cuba Libre, they have a Carmine's, they have a ton of great restaurants. As far as gambling goes, I've always had the best luck gambling at the Tropicana and the Borgata. The Tropicana's rooms are well maintained. They go through remodeling stages on a regular basis. Just very nice, very clean. Number 3, I'd probably go with Hard Rock. I do like it here. Number 4 is not a casino, but if you're staying and you're going to the convention center, the Sheraton across the street, beautiful. Beautiful rooms. It's got a great old school ambiance as you walk into the lobby, and the ability to just walk across the street to the convention center is huge if you're there. And the 5th and final hotel that you should consider staying at when you come here, which is also not a casino, I should say that. It was a casino, is the Ocean. The Ocean is the remembrance of a multi-billion-dollar mistake. The Ocean, which used to be Revel Casino and Hotel, it was huge for like a year, and then it completely nosedived. And the reason was that they put so much of a focus into the food and the hotel and the amenities that gamblers were not going there. And that's the whole thing in Atlantic City is gambling, right? So if you're not attracting the gamblers, then you're not going to be able to make it as a resort. That thing crashed and burned in a very short period of time. New Jersey tax dollars tried to save it, and now all it is a hotel, but the rooms are very pretty. They're probably the newest rooms in Atlantic City, and so it's very clean, easy to get in and out of, and the views are spectacular. Now let's take a look at the bedroom. The bedroom is nice. It's the standard, what I'm staying in is the standard king size room, and I'm in the North Tower. What does it mean to be in the North Tower? Well, simply put, if you're in the North Tower, you have the worst possible view. Sorry for the window reflection. Essentially, if you're in the North Tower, that means your view is of the parking lot. You want to make sure you get a South Tower room when you book. All right, let's take a look at the bathroom. Bathroom is pretty basic. You have a really nice big shower here. Come around, private toilet over here. So if you're traveling with somebody else, that's kind of nice. Walk in to the bedroom. As you can see, I have slept in here already, so it is not as nice as it could be. And when I travel, I use everything I can. So I've got the iron out and whatnot, but it's a very nice room, very standard. Once again, it's not too different than if you just were staying at the Taj Mahal. I mean, other than they were like, hey, let's just throw a couple pictures up in the room here of famous musicians. Other than that, this may as well be the Trump Taj Mahal. So let's bring this in for a landing now. I gotta go with a solid 6 out of 10 for this place. Now, you're saying 6 out of 10, that's a low score. That's not a low score. A 6 out of 10 means that they are above average, but to get that, they're just a shaving off of 7. If they maybe structurally changed this place in some way so it didn't just look like the Trump Taj Mahal with some guitars on the walls, if they just structurally changed it a little bit more, I'd probably bump them to a 7. But to get 8, 9, and 10, I've got to be like blown away. To give you an idea, I told you to stay at the Borgata. I would still only give the Borgata an 8 out of 10, you know? So like a 6 out of 10 is a solid score. I think you should come and check it out. Let me know what you think. If you have been to the Hard Rock Casino here in Atlantic City, I want you to comment below and tell me what you think. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't care. But for me, it just, I was expecting to be wowed, and it just did not have that wow factor. The people who checked me in, fantastic. Every single person who has waited on me at a restaurant, fantastic. So polite, so courteous. That, I mean, just customer service wise, you guys get an easy 9 out of 10. But the overall of my expectation versus reality, it just didn't hit, y'all. It just didn't hit. All right, guys. Wish y'all the best. Have a great day. Take care.